you waited and watered my heart till it grew. You just grew a little smarter too.
Oh, no, that's deep longing and yearning. All that self-love and stuff, you know? I like to just revel in every single word. Please. Please don't make me bawl on the fucking second song. Yeah. Oh. Snowflake screaming.
And you tell me you love her, I give you a
Oh!
all I ever wanted was the life in your...
No, please. It's not fun. But then there's this heart inside that wants to die.
On the
Yeah.
rose I ate.
Yeah.
Get you strawberry blonde.
Strawberry blonde feels going on. I love when you call my name. I am dumbfounded. We move on, but we ache. We ache.
I am done here.
Ooh.
In the door and nobody knows.
I know it's what you live for. Oh, that adds another layer. Wow, always an experience. And yes, oh my god, we're almost 2 hours. I can't tell you how excited I am and how nervous I am to do more Mitski. We've only done 3 videos, we've only done 1 album and some live performances, and it already has turned into an incredibly transformative, almost spiritual experience for me. So to add 9 more songs into my Mitski world that I am creating for myself is incredible, and I'm just so thankful that you guys are all here. Also, if you love Miski, that reminds me, a lot of you that are watching my videos are not subscribed, so it would be nice. Just one little click of the button to subscribe, like, maybe comment down below, that would be wonderful. I also have a Patreon. Oh, I didn't even say hi and welcome. And we're in business. We have a new career in business. Anyways, hi, welcome to Passioned Up of an Autist. My name is Val. Welcome on in. If you're new, if you're not new, thank you so much for coming back, blah, 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 all the business stuff. I do have a Patreon. I put up all my uncut reactions and I'm quite consistent with it. So if you are enjoying my content, that is the best place for you for sure. But I'm also happy for you to be here on YouTube, and I feel like I'm being pretty consistent, at least with Mitski, because it's kind of my main focus and priority at the moment. Anyways, visit the link in description if that sounds exciting to you. This little intro has been a bit chaotic, but that's how I'm feeling right now because I'm just so excited. I'm like very quickly falling in love with Mitski as an artist, and yeah, it's becoming very exciting for me. So we are doing Retired from Sad, New Career in Business, and I love the title. It's amazing. I love the cover art. I don't know what we're doing, but I'm here for it. So this came out in 2013, it looks like, and I think this one is similar to Lush in that it was a senior project at her school at the time. So keeping that in mind, we've got 9 songs, 23 minutes, almost 24 minutes. I don't want to start. I'm too scared. I don't know. New Mitski. Let's go, Mitski. What do you got for me today? Goodbye, my Danish sweetheart. I want a Danish sweetheart. That sounds great. But we're retired from sad. So does that mean this is gonna be like just like a fun pop album where we're just like super happy, like toxic positivity or something? I'll shut up. I'm sorry. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay.
There's nobody better than you. It took took me a while till I knew. But you knew from the start it was us, didn't you? It just took me a while till I knew.
Oh.
Now I lay as I study a blank wall.
Oh.
Would you spare me your voice if I call? 'Cause you waited and watered my heart till it grew. You just grew a little smarter too.
Oh.
So I don't
It sounds happy. No, that's deep longing and yearning. It sounds so like I love it though. Oh my god, that's so chaotic though. But it does remind me of in that way how your mind can spin and I mean my mind just spins and spins and spins. I don't know, that's probably the ADHD or autism or both. I have both. I don't know. It's all of them. My brain is chaotic. So but like that reminds me of when I can't let something go, or like my brain can't let something go, and it's just like there's like spider webs of thoughts. It reminds me of that. And then it seems like she's having some deep longing here. It took me a while till I knew, but you knew from the start it was us, didn't you? So there's like deep regret here. This person that she was with knew that maybe it was something special, but she protected herself maybe too hard. Sounds like. It took me a while till I knew. Now I lay as I study a blank wall. See, like that makes me think of just like staring up at a wall and your brain just going dee 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 dee, which is brilliant, by the way. Would you spare me your voice if I call? Like I want to call, but I can't hear your voice because then it'll just make it so much worse. Because and like being in between, when you're in those stages of longing and you're, trust me, I'm a hopeless romantic. So I know yearning, I know longing. And sometimes you want to reach out to the person because you're like, I just need something. But then they give you something and you're like, oh fuck, now that's worse. I don't want that. That's like, so I get it. 'Cause you waited. And this one's beautiful because you waited and watered my heart till it grew. You just grew a little smarter too. Oh, it's like, you were so patient, but maybe not patient enough. You realize that it feels like a knock on herself. Like, you were patient, but then you just grew smart. Like you finally realized that you could do better, perhaps, which is not true, by the way, but I feel like we do that in our brains, right? Sometimes we knock ourselves like that. Okay, I like this. Okay.
just grew a little smarter too. So I don't blame you if you want to bury me in your memory. I'm not the girl I ought to be, but maybe when you tell your friends, you can tell them what you saw in me and not how I turned out to be.
Oh, there's a feeling of disappointing this person. Like you saw something in me. Oh, this feels like a reverse. I'm this person. I'm the Danish sweetheart to someone. I know that I am. Sorry. Fuck. Wild. I am the person that she's singing about. Obviously, I know that someone looks at me this way. There is someone that I know, I'm very sure, looks at the situation with me like this, where it's like, oh my God, you saw something in me that I didn't see in me and I fucked it up. But the truth of the matter is I still see that thing in that person. I still see it. I just have good enough self-esteem to not wait and not chase anymore. I still see it. I still think this person is fucking amazing and one of the best people I've ever met, but I'm not gonna force myself to, or force them to see it, or, all that self-love and stuff, Hearing this song, this is exciting me because I'm hearing this song and I don't necessarily relate to the narrator. I relate to the person the narrator is talking to, which is a really interesting point of view to be in with a song, because usually I heavily relate, but it's like giving me some understanding about a situation that I've been in. And so it's really cool to be in the mind of someone. Of course, it's like I'm making all this shit up. It's like what I imagine, but also I'm pretty fucking intuitive, so I'm pretty sure I'm right about that, but that's okay. If you want to bury me in your memory, I'm not the girl I ought to be, but maybe when you tell your friends, you can tell them what you saw in me and not how I turned out to be. See, it's like, it's feeling like someone saw you and saw your soul for who you truly are, and you feel like you didn't live up to that expectation. Maybe because at the time, you didn't see how great you were, so it was almost intrusive for that person. Like, who is this person? There must be something wrong with them if they think I'm so great. What is wrong with them? Because I know I'm not great. I am fucked up, and I'm hurt, and I am this and that and whatever else that you say about yourself. So there must be something wrong with that person to see something so great in myself. And it's like, no, they actually just saw through all the bullshit, saw your true, authentic soul, just wished that you could have seen that. But unfortunately, that means doing the work and getting through all the bullshit for yourself. And then maybe she has done that now, and then looking at this situation now and be like, fuck, like yeah, that's a really hard place to be in. Shit. Okay. This is beautiful. It's also incredibly chaotic. Sonically, it's so chaotic, but I really like it. And I feel like I said, I feel like it's intentional, because I feel like when we get in these stages of rumination, that is kind of what it feels like in your brain, is what she's presenting sonically here, so I appreciate that.
If you want to bury me in your memory, I'm not the girl I ought to be, but maybe when you tell your friends, you can tell them what you saw in me and not how I turned out to be. There's some kind of burning inside me. It's kept me from falling apart. I'm sure that you've seen what it's done to my heart, but it's kept me from falling apart.
Okay.
Now here I lay as I wonder about you. Would you just tell me what I'm meant to do?
Yeah, when you have that, like when you really look up to someone that way, oh my God, would you just tell me what I'm meant to do? There's some kind of burning inside me. It's kept me from falling apart. And I'm sure that you've seen what it's done to my heart, but it's kept me from falling apart. So just being like, I realize that it's blocked. It's that realization that some type of protection on her heart has blocked this connection. Like, she knows that this person feels it, has felt it in the past. But this is my coping mechanism. This is all I know how to do to protect myself. And ultimately, that's what we do, right? When we're feeling unsafe, that's what we do. Completely normal. But it's heartbreaking when you go through that, you block that connection, and then I don't know how long we are out of the situation, but now we're looking back, staring up at the ceiling going, why the fuck did I do that? We have regrets. But here's the thing. You have to love and accept yourself. You made the choices and decisions that you did in the past because that was the best thing for you at the time. You did the best you could at the time. Does that mean that you have to do it again and repeat that cycle? No, you learn from the situation and you go, okay, next time something like this comes in again, or if this person comes in again, I'm gonna react differently. I'm gonna make a conscious effort to react differently. Oh, there's something so heartbreaking about this to me.
'Cause I've waited and watered my heart till it grew. You can see how it's blossomed for you. And I don't blame you if you want to bury me in your memory. I'm not the girl I ought to be, but maybe when you tell
so chaotic. And I feel like it's intentional because these lyrics are incredibly intimate and quiet. Not quiet. What they're saying seems quiet to me. Does that make any sense? It's intimate. It's like, it's very sweet amongst all this chaos of like all these instruments and things like that. And it just feels like this metaphor. Maybe I'm looking into it, but that's what we do for art. We look into shit, okay? What it feels like to me is this metaphor of like life happening all around. Life is so chaotic. There's so much life, career, whatever, friends, blah, family, you know, everything that's going on in your life. But then you're in this space that you're understanding that all this shit is a whirlwind around you. But all you can think about is this thing that happened. You're staring at the wall. Everything around you is chaos. And there's this intimacy in what she's saying amongst all this chaos. I don't know. That's what I'm getting from it. It's brilliant.
And I don't mean to make your heart blue, but could we be what we're meant to be? I'm just about to beg you, please. And then when you tell your friends, you can tell them what you saw in me and not the way I used to be. 'Cause there's nobody better than you.
Oh my God, that was so sweet and heartbreaking. It's wild that a song that sounds sonically like that, so almost like upbeat and almost like chipper in a way, but also chaotic. I can describe that as heartbreaking, but there's something so deeply heartbreaking about those words, about that story that is being told. Because, like I said, I feel like I know that story and I feel like I'm on the other side of that. And to that I say, I still think that about you. I'm not waiting, but I am here. I'm here. I've always been here. I'm evil. Okay. Next one. That was wild. That was wild. That was so good. Such an interesting start to the record. And I'm really curious where we're going from here because that was very different than Lush. I mean, I know you guys said that she is very just does what she wants to do, experimental, which by the way, I love that. That doesn't scare me off. That actually makes me more excited. Yeah, so I'm curious. I'm curious what we're going to get after that. Next one is Square. Let's keep pushing along, Val. Come on. We are a turtle with this, but I like to just revel in every single word. Yeah, here we go. Ooh. It's like a lot more like big band instruments being used already. And like even in this, just this intro, like it's, yeah, so interesting. Okay, cool. Sorry, let's keep going. Beautiful.
Your room was square. I once noticed from there in your bed as you slept, and I held my breath. Everything had its own place, and I wondered what space would I take in the order you kept.
Please don't make me bawl on the fucking second song. Oh my God. What was this, like an oboe in my ear or something like that? Some kind of woodwind in my ear, in my right ear here. That was beautiful and took me away from the lyrics for a second because sonically it was just so cool. But man, yeah, I've been there. Actually, the last person I was with, I 100% felt like this. I lived with them. They never really made space for me. I mean, technically, it's like, here's a drawer here. Here, you can have this side of the closet, but it was like everything else, like it wasn't my home. It wasn't allowed to be my home. And so I never felt like home. I felt like I was always just trying to fit. And that was the whole relationship, was he was the main character and I was the side quest. I'm a fun side quest. Like, I don't. I am a fun side quest, admittedly. I get it. But also, you know, at that point, I was just so desperate to have someone love me and accept me that was like a decent person, that I put up with that. Now I realize that I am the freaking main character. The side quest is the fun adventure because, you know, all this, whatever straight path, I'm doing everything as how you're supposed to, how everybody tells you you're supposed to do, that's the boring shit. I'm sorry. The side quest is the fun shit, and that's the shit that actually is the main character shit. You know? You know what I'm saying? Took me a while to realize that. Now I'm the main character. If you want to come on the side quest with me, I mean, I need you to be your own main character too, but, you know, just realize that this is my shit. Sorry. But sorry, I'm making myself laugh because I actually deeply connect with this and I feel like I'm going to cry, but we'll see. And I wondered, what space would I take in the order you kept? Yep. Yep. Where do I fit in with all of this?
I tried to eat like your girlfriend, just tea in the night. I'd end up too hungry to sleep, so lying awake, I would follow the aching inside. I would find it's for you won't be mine. I tried my hardest, for I'd never learned God's very symbol, and love shouldn't burn.
Yep.
And I would have offered you all that you yearn for, but I was still waiting for something to earn.
Wow. Love shouldn't burn. No, you shouldn't have to twist yourself and change yourself and try to be someone you think that they would like or love in order to be accepted. But I feel like we all do this, especially as women, at some point in our lives until we're empowered not to. But I was still waiting for something to earn. That feeling of having to constantly prove yourself, be worth something. What is my value? How can I earn that respect? How can I earn that love when love is unconditional? True love. This is heartbreaking. We're not retired from sad. We're not retired from sad. We just packaged it differently. The instrumentals on this are stunning. Her vocals, as usual, are stunning.
What is that quiet of snow in the night? The dark rings with white noise as you stand and drown. Maybe it's all of these snowflakes screaming a choir of mute as they brace for the ground.
Oh. Snowflakes screaming. So interesting. It's like, it reminds me of that idea of silence being so loud, right? Obviously, snowflakes are not screaming. They're so soft and delicate, and the way that she's playing with that dichotomy. But in this picture, it is screaming. because the silence is screaming. A choir of mute as they brace for the ground. It's those things that are unsaid that just are so loud, like, and you can feel it. The person isn't saying it, but you're left in your brain just thinking, what am I doing wrong? Why aren't I good enough?
Well, that's my right. Hope you had a good night. You know you made me happy. Here, shake my hand. You make such a good man. Never once did you know me. I tried my hardest, but how do you learn? God's very simple, and love doesn't burn. And maybe you'd offered me all that I yearned for, but I was still waiting for something to earn. Silly me, waiting.
Oh. So it feels like this is like that final goodbye. I just picture this, getting in the car on a cold winter's night, right, with the snowflakes, and just so much that you want to say but you don't say it. And that realization that you make such a good man, never once did you know me. And making the realization that she didn't open up, she didn't express her true authentic self because she was just so worried about everything that we're worried about in a new relationship, that just contorting herself to be what she thought this person wanted instead of just being. I tried my hardest, for I'd never learned. Oh, she flips it around, because in the first time it's maybe was it? And I would have offered you all that you yearn for, and then we flipped it around, and maybe you did offer me all that I yearned for. She maybe wasn't able to see it because she was so just worried about being this and being that, instead of just being in the true present moment. Now looking back and having those regrets, there's a lot of regrets so far in these first two songs. A lot of like looking back and regretting not being open with her heart and protecting in a way that actually ended up not serving her. And silly me, waiting. Oh, again, something just so deeply heartbreaking. The longing, the yearning, the regret is all over these first two tracks. Wow, that was beautiful. Okay, next one is Strawberry Blonde, which I heard got ruined for a lot of you. Don't worry, I'm not going to watch this, whatever it is, because I don't want any songs ruined for me for a stupid video on the internet. So let's enjoy this and not talk about any cows or whatever. Okay, this is a really short song. Wow, it's less than 2 minutes. That's wild. Okay, Strawberry Blonde.
I love everybody because I love you. When you stood up, walked away barefoot, and the grass where you lay left a bed in your shape, I looked over it and I ached. I love everybody because I love you. I don't need the city and I don't need the proof. All I need, darling, is a life in your shape. I'll picture it soft and I ache. Look at you, strawberry blonde.
This is so different. It's so sweet. I picture it. She really does, right from the beginning, both sonically and lyrically. It's like I can already just see exactly where we are, what we're talking about. I can see a whole world around. Love that. And the grass where you lay left a bed in your shape. Oh my God. I looked over it and I ached. Again, so much longing. I love everybody because I love you. That line is stunning. When someone just brings love into your life and it hits you how beautiful love is. Not just romantic love, but it's like this person just brought love to you in general. It's beautiful. It's a life in your shape. All I need, darling, is a life in your shape. I picture it soft and I ache. Yeah. Oh, God. Guys, I've been longing myself recently, okay? The last few months I've been longing, and I don't need this. It's really sweet. It's really sweet, but it's feeling too relatable. I don't want to ache anymore. Okay. But at least sonically, it's really, we're using, I don't know, instruments that sound happy and, but again, a lot of longing.
Reach out the car window, trying to hold the wind. You tell me you love her, I give you a grin.
Oh!
All I ever wanted was a life in your...
No, please. Ever tried to be a friend? Be friends with someone that you're still in love with? It's not fun. It's not fun. I'll tell ya, it's not fun. Especially when you love them. Because, like I said, love is unconditional. So a part of you, yes, the real self, the one that really feels deep soul connection love with this person, just wants them to be happy. And so, yes, you're like, that's beautiful. I'm so glad you're happy and you fucking deserve it. But then there's this heart inside that wants to die. I can't. Sorry, I just held my breath there because yep, I know that. I know that. I know that. And it's like, but you want to be that person's friend because you actually just love this person and you want them in your life because they're a great person. But then you keep getting hurt over and over again when they talk about all the people that they're dating and how happy they are and how excited they are to go on dates. And you're like, that's so cool. You deserve it. I hope it goes wonderfully. And you mean it. You do mean it. I'm going nuts. If this song was like a piano ballad, I would be bawling right now. The only thing holding it together is the illusion of this folky, happy sonic landscape that we're having right now. But oh my god, yeah, I'm stimming. I'm this is making me deeply uncomfortable. Okay, let's keep I give you a grin, yeah. Yeah, oh my god. The things we do.
Reach out the car window, trying to hold the wind. You tell me you love her, I give you a grin. All I ever wanted was a life in your shape. So I follow the white lines, keep my eyes on the roads.
Yep.
Look at you, strawberry blonde, fields rolling on. I love it when you call my name. Can you hear the bumblebee swarm watching your arm? I love it when you look my way. Look at you, strawberry blonde, fields rolling on. I love it when you call my name. Can you hear the bumblebee swarm watching your arm? I love it when you look my way.
I mean, that's got me going nuts. I'm sorry. And like the chorus comes in and I am dumbfounded. The longing. The longing. I, it's painful. It's really painful. So I follow the white lines, keep my eyes on the road as I ache. Then it comes in and it's like,
Fields rolling on, I love it when you call my name. Can you hear the bumblebee soar?
Where does it come in?
Watching your arm, I love it when you look.
Does it hear? Yeah.
Strawberry blonde, fields rolling on, I love it when you call my name. Can you hear the bumblebee soar? Watching your arm, I love it when you look my way. Isaiah, Isaiah, Isaiah.
It's insanity. That sounds way too joyful. Jail for that. Absolute jail for that. That's way too joyful for how much we're aching. But I'm joking, obviously. It's perfect though, because that's what you do, like I said. I mean, in my situation, of course, like I said, of course, when this person, is telling me about everything amazing that's going on in their life, of course I'm messaging back saying, that's amazing. I'm so happy for you. You deserve all this. That's perfect. And I mean it. It's not me putting on a mask. I genuinely mean that. But is there a part of me that's like, well, fuck. But like, why can't I? Yeah. Oh, but life is grand and life is great, right? And we're just, feeling the wind with the whatever, what is it? The bumblebees and we move on, but we ache. We ache. That was a lot for me. That was a lot. That was a lot. Okay. Cool. I have a tightness in my chest now. Again, visceral reaction. Very different than Lush. But still feeling it very heavily in my body. And because it's such a masked ache, a lot of these songs, like I said, they're masked in this more joyful or upbeat sonic landscape, but with lyrics that are so cutting. So, and it's a masked ache. It's painful because it's painful to uphold that mask. So there's this like pit in my stomach, and then there's this like tightness in my chest right now. Okay. Humpty.
I'll live in the bathtub. It's cool and clean. It's smooth and
Sorry.
it's steady.
I just got distracted looking at the monitor of my dog humping the pillow, which, I mean, she does. Usually that means it's a good reaction, those ones. She knows. She knows the good ones. She probably feels my energy. Gets excited and now is humping the pillow. Anyways, it just was deeply distracting me, so I'm gonna give it a second, take some tea, and we'll enjoy the song.
I'll live in the bathtub. It's cool and clean. It's smooth and it's steady. It's all that I need. I broke our belongings.
Okay. Sorry. The scene we're setting up is we've escaped the bathroom. We've locked the door. We're laying in the bathtub, thinking about all that's transpired of Sounds like a very intense, toxic argument, breakup, something. Broke our belongings. They're all on the floor. And now we've escaped to the bathtub. And I'll just live here. I don't need to do anything else. I'll just live here because I don't want to face what fucking just happened in reality. So I'll, you know what? I'll just live in this bathtub. That is perfectly good for me right now. Yep. Have you ever escaped to the bathtub or bathroom in general? I don't know if I've escaped to the bathtub. I've definitely escaped the bathroom before. And just, yeah. Sometimes it's the only place you get to be alone if you're living with someone, right? Oh God. Okay. That's quite a way to start.
All that I need, I broke our belongings. They're all on the floor. The room is now empty. Nothing left to throw. All the eggshells are on the ground, and I'm trying to pick them up, but they crack and crumble. It's all too much, too frail for me to touch. All the eggshells are on the ground, and I'm trying to pick them up, but they crack and crumble. It's all too much, too frail for me to touch.
This is giving me chills. Yeah. I picture this frantic soul just trying desperately to, like, it's that moment in like a relationship, in a breakdown of a relationship where there's so much, it's like everything is cracked open, because a lot of times these fights, they'll like start with a trigger, and then, you know, you'll think back and it's like, well, how did me getting upset at this person, like the way they looked at me or something, that's what like started it or triggered it. And then all of a sudden now you're in this massive fight that's like gone from that to like literally everything that has been left unsaid for the last 6 months. And you're just sitting there trying to pick up the pieces from that. Like, where the fuck do we go from here? Like, because it just cracked open this Pandora's box of, like I said, everything that's maybe been left unsaid. It becomes this frantic scene, internally, usually, sometimes externally as well. But you're just like, how did this happen? And how do I put everything back together now?
I'll live in the bathtub, surrounded by tiles, all so square and so steady. I would die in their cool, cool arms. I broke what you gave me, but you kept giving more, and I'm sorry for taking, but I keep wanting more, more, more. Oh, the eggshells are on the ground, and I'm trying to pick them up, but they crack and crumble. It's all too much, too frail for me to touch. All the eggshells are on the ground, and I'm trying to pick them up, but Humpty Dumpty, you're much too frail for me to touch. Humpty
So it sounds like this person has fallen apart in some way emotionally, the person that she's with, and it's just too much. It's like, I can't, it's like, it's that avoidant thing, right? Sometimes if we haven't made safety within ourselves, when someone else kind of falls apart or is vulnerable emotionally, sometimes it's feels too much for us because, like I said, like we haven't made safety within ourselves, so then now someone else is doing it, and it's like our nervous system goes, oh my god, no, red flag, I can't do this. And then you escape. The running to the bathtub is the escaping, avoiding, really. Again, I think for me, the way I relate, I almost relate to the Humpty Dumpty. Again, like the other side of it. I'm usually the one that's the vulnerable one, falling apart. But I face those things. I don't run away from them, but I understand that it's, you know, especially if that person hasn't done their internal work, it's very scary seeing someone else be vulnerable in that way. Quite interesting. This is the second song on this where I've felt like I didn't necessarily relate to the narrator, but to the person that the narrator is speaking about. Quite interesting. That's pretty cool, actually, and deeply healing for me to get into the mindset of, you know, some of these people that I have fallen in love with and maybe not understood their point of view as much as I would want to. Oh, that one was, yeah, quite heavy. This part was really interesting too. And yeah, this is like the structure, right? I live in the bathtub surrounded by tiles. They're also square and so steady. So like wanting that structure, wanting to be away from the chaos, the predictability and the structure, because Humpty falling apart right now was not in the plan. It's not, it's chaotic, right? So wanting that predictability. I broke what you gave me, but you kept giving more. Yep. I'm Humpty. And I'm sorry for taking, but I keep wanting more, more, more. Yeah, I'm Humpty. Or I have been Humpty in previous relationships. It's really interesting to hear a song from the other perspective. Wow. Beautiful. I want you. Oh God. No. Can we please stop yearning and longing? I want you. Here we go.
I want you. I hold one card that I can't
Oh.
use, but I want you. You're coming back, and it's the end of the world. We're starting over, and I love you, darling, and I am done here. You're in.
The amount of times that I've created scenarios in my head. That would make sense. That would make sense for this person to come back. Just, well, see, it's the end of the world. And then I can't. I relate to this too much. I feel really called out. We're coming back, and it's the end of the world. We're starting over, and I love you, darling. I hate that I relate to that.
You're
This is making me delusional. Okay. uh, this is okay.
I found you. I found the door. But when I stepped through, there was no floor. You're coming back, and it's the end of the world. We're starting over, and I love you, darling, and I am done here. You're in the house, and I am here in the car. I just need a quiet place where I can scream how I love you. I want you. I want you.
That was deeply delusional in the best way. That one is unhealthy for me to listen to. I deeply relate to that one and do that in my brain all the time. And am trying to not do that anymore in my brain and trying to detach, which is going as well as it is. Some days are better than others. And yeah, a lot of longing on this record. Almost every song at this point, other than the Humpty one. That was beautiful though. I don't even know what to say about that, because it was like, I hold one card that I can't use. Such an interesting lyric there, but I want you. Oh yeah, I'm getting that's how I'm kind of seeing this. You're coming back and it's the end of the world, because it feels like maybe sometimes, like when you play out these scenarios in your brain, it feels like that. It's like the whole world has to like, it's like it just doesn't make sense, especially with these relationships that like maybe were like, wrong time, wrong place type thing. And it feels like there's so many outside forces against it. It feels like the whole world would have to turn and like something wild would have to happen, and like that's how they would come back eventually. And then it would just be, yeah, and oh my god, this. I'm here in the car because I just need a quiet place where I can scream how I love you. Like you're just beyond, like you don't even want to show how fucking excited you are, because it's everything you've ever wanted. Yeah. I mean, I'm not in that scenario, but I would imagine if I was in that scenario, that's probably how I would feel. Especially when you've been told you're too much your whole life, right? It's like you want to tread carefully. I found you. I found the door. Maybe she used the card she wasn't supposed to use. But when I stepped through, there was no floor. Just feeling so vulnerable in that situation. Oh, that was beautiful. Okay, shame. Here we go. Stunning. Oh.
It feels so good. It feels so good. And right outside the door, nobody knows. They're right outside
There's so much anxiety. There's so much anxiety. Oh my God. But I could just like, again, the pictures that we're creating, the instrumentals as well as the lyrics is so clear. You can just picture what they're doing. That little sigh there was.
It feels so good. It
Beautiful.
feels so good.
But like, there's so much, like even in that intro when we were hearing all the outside noise and a little bit of chaos there, and there's just so much anxiety in this instrumentally.
I never was very good. I haven't been so good. But right outside the door, nobody knows. They're right outside the door, and they don't know how it feels so and I don't need anything other than you.
Oh, wow. That was stunning. I mean, it's called Shame, and like I said, with all the anxiety, they're clearly together and for some reason not supposed to be together. So if we're talking about like cheating, or for some reason they're not supposed to be fucking right now, but they're fucking because it feels good. But I question, like, I guess it feels better, but like inside you can feel the internal storm that's happening inside, and it's like does it feel good enough for that? Because that feels awful. So I feel so anxious just by listening to that. Wow, what a beautiful song. That was wild. That was a wild ride, that one. It's so short, but so I'm just amazed how she can take such a short song, such a short moment, but it's incredibly clear. Like it doesn't need to be any longer than that or expanded on that, because it's so clear and concise, and we all feel it. We all feel exactly what's happening. Wow. Because dreaming costs money, my dear. Because dreaming costs money, my dear. Ooh, okay. Interesting title.
I can still smell the fire, though I know it's long died out.
Ooh.
The smoke still hangs in my hair, and on some quiet evenings it burns my eyes. So darling, play your violin. I know it's what you live for. Darling, play your violin. We will manage somehow. Darling, play your violin. We will manage somehow. Darling, play your violin. I know it's what you live for. Darling, play your violin. I know it's what you live for. Darling, play your violin. We will manage somehow. 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 We will man
doing? This is very interesting. I love these lyrics. Again, more like kind of thinking into the past, longing. I can still smell the fire, though I know it's long died out. So sad. The fire, if we're talking about like the fire of passion or a relationship, love, I don't know, something like that. Either way, it's still sad. The smoke still hangs in my hair, and on some quiet evenings it burns my eyes. Yeah. We will manage somehow. Okay. I guess, and with the title, it makes me think of like, I guess, two artists being together, being confused about it's hard. It's hard being a starving artist and dreaming costs money. Yeah, sorry, it's making me think of a an old time, a long time ago. Keep going.
We will manage somehow. I once lived in the sea. Bring me to your ear. You can hear the tide where I used to be. Though now I'm but a shell. Oh, baby, don't say sorry. Darling, play your violin.
So through this struggle of, it maybe feels like, or it makes me think of, kind of putting maybe putting your own dreams aside for someone else and how that drains you. I once lived in the sea, so the sea being like, the sea is like waves and, so ups and downs and passion and all that. The tide where I used to be, yeah. But I'm just a shell, like just a shell of a person, because it's just taken so much out of me, this relationship, or being supportive maybe in this relationship. But don't say sorry. I know it's what you live for. We'll figure this out. Fuck.
I once lived in the sea. Bring me to your ear. You can hear the tide where I used to be. Though now I'm but a shell. Oh, baby, don't say sorry. Darling, play your violin. I know it's what you live for. Darling, play your violin. We will manage somehow. Don't ever regret our feet. Remember what you're here for. Just play your violin. We will manage somehow.
Oh, beautiful. That there's something so tragic about that for me. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, but there does feel like a bit of like self-sacrifice a bit. Yeah. And there's something so tragic about that. You feel like you've lost yourself or you lost your passion in a relationship. For me, that's death. And I've done it so many times. I do it every time so far. There's so much beauty in that, but also so much tragedy in that last one. Maybe we're retired from sad, but we're not retired from longing, yearning, regret, freaking past. Okay. Circle. Here we go.
There's a lie that I told to you, that now I can't tell the truth, and it ate me inside. So one soft drunken night I slept with a man you knew.
Oh.
And in the morning I walked home alone, and the businessmen saw my bones. With my skirt in their eyes, they remembered the nights when they were that man you knew.
Oh.
You told me once you were happy to have me, but I never gave me away. There's a lie that I told to you.
That was a lot of information. Sorry. This one's really intense, and I really want to understand what we're doing here. Okay, there's a lie that I told to you that now I can't tell the truth. And it ate me inside, so one soft, drunken night I slept with a man you knew. And in the morning I walked home alone, and the businessmen saw my bones. So we're doing like a walk of shame. With my skirt in their eyes, they remembered the nights when they were that man you knew, when they were having these drunken one-night stands. You told me once you were happy to have me, but I never gave me away. You were happy to have me, but I never gave me away. You did. You gave me away. There's a lie that I told to you. Fuck. Okay. Sorry, I needed to like process that out loud verbally. Okay, I'm in it. I'm in the scene. I want Ooh.
There's a lie that I told to you. I would give you my heart, I think, but it's up in a branch of a tree. It was only to tease when he climbed up the tree, put my heart where I couldn't reach. I didn't mind, I adored him so. We forgot and we left for home, and that was so long ago. Now the tree, it has grown, and nobody knows my lover is buried underground. Nobody knows my lover is buried underground. Nobody knows my lover is buried underground. There's a lie that I told to you.
So the lie is the circle, full circle. This is wild. I would give you my heart, I think, but it's up in a branch of a tree. She just wasn't able to. Again, it's like some of the first few songs that we were talking about, just not being able to like fully give her heart to these people that maybe she wanted to, but there was this level of protection or something stopping her. But in this case, it's up in a branch of a tree. It was only to tease when he climbed up the tree, put my heart where I couldn't reach. So this person, this other person, the man that you know, took her heart, took it. It was only a tease. It wasn't supposed to be real. It was just supposed to be a drunken night, right? Put my heart where I couldn't reach. He took it. He stole it, and I didn't know how to get it back. I didn't mind because I adored him. So we forgot and we left for home. And that was long ago. So, sorry, maybe it's not that. This could be a different person then. Sorry. This could be the reason that she's so protective with her heart and not open because of this experience, which, kind of has made her a bit avoidant and wanting to, do things that maybe necessarily she wouldn't want to do out of just feeling scared, because it feels like this person did a number on her. So I think these are all different people. I think there's 3 different people we're talking about in this. I don't know. That's what I'm getting. That's the read I'm getting. There's the person who took her heart that she didn't necessarily mind at the time. There's the drunken one-night stand, and then there's this person that she's talking to. I think they're 3 different people. I don't know. Interesting. Now the tree, it has grown, and nobody knows my lover is buried underground. There's a lie that I told you. I think the lie is just that she's free. Because maybe she's free as far as, not in a relationship with someone officially, but I think the lie is that her heart belongs to someone else. The lie is that I can't actually give you my heart the way you want it, because it's with the lover that's buried underground, under this tree. Because I haven't actually, unpacked all of that, and I'm still sitting here yearning for this person, longing for them. That's what I'm getting. Holy shit, that's heavy. There's a lot of wishing and wanting to be open for love, and just not being in that place, and then having regret. There's a lot of that in this. Okay, we're on the final one. Class of 2013. Oh, it's such a short song, too. This is wild. I can't believe we're done. I want more. This is so good. Okay. So different than Lush. So incredibly different than Lush, but still so impactful. It's interesting because a lot of the Lush stuff I was like really deeply, heavily relating to, and a lot of this stuff is like, I'm understanding it, but I'm understanding it from the perspective of someone who has observed some of these. I'm observing it from an outsider point of view rather than, some of it has deeply related, like Strawberry Blonde, deeply relate to that. I Want You, deeply relate to that. But, some of these other ones, it feels like I'm getting in on the brain of people that I've seen and observed, but not really heard from them, because a lot of times people that have similar wounds won't even really express those wounds. Like, that's the whole thing, is they're afraid to express some of these things. So it's actually quite interesting to get into the mind of someone who is more of like a runner, or someone who is scared or more protective of their heart. It's actually quite interesting for me. Okay. Class of 2013. She's amazing that she's able to do that, right? It's such a wide range that she's covering, all these different perspectives and different feelings and emotions. It's amazing. Okay, Class of 2013, let's do it.
it alright if I stay for a year or two? Mom, I'll be quiet. It would be just to sleep at night. And I'll leave once I figure out how to pay for my own life too. Mom, would you wash my back this once, and then we can forget it all? Leave what I'm chasing for the other girls to pursue. Mom, am I still young? Can I dream for a few months more?
Okay. Wow. That's like, I feel like the freaking violin one was like the other perspective, right? Because what was that one called? Because dreaming costs money, my dear. Oh my God. Those are the same story. I was thinking it was a lover we were talking about, but I think that one is maybe from the perspective of her mom. What her mom had to sacrifice for her to pursue her dreams, right? That's what I'm getting. I know it's what you live for. Oh, that adds another layer. Okay. Okay, so we're going to listen to this one again, and then we're going to listen to this one again right after, because that's wild. I'm not crazy, right? That it feels like two different perspectives of the same story.
Mom, would you wash my back this once, and then we can forget it all? Leave what I'm chasing for the other girls to pursue. Mom, am I still young? Can I dream for a few months more?
That last one, am I still young? Liquid Smooth, right? Can I dream for a few months more? That's the hardest thing about being a struggling artist, is knowing like when to give up, really. The answer is maybe never, I don't know. But it feels impossible sometimes. So
I know it's what you live for, darling. Play your violin. We will manage somehow. Don't ever regret me. Remember what you're here for. Just play your violin. We will manage somehow.
oh my God. Oh. That making that connection really helped with my connection to that song, because I thought it was sweet anyway, but when I was, because it's different if you think about it as like a parent-child relationship, because when I originally heard it, I was thinking of maybe being in the city in a relationship and putting your dreams on hold for someone that you love, like in a relationship, you know, and sacrificing yourself in that way, it felt, like I said, that's why I was feeling like, oh, it's really sweet, but also, why are we sacrificing ourselves? But I don't know, there's something different about that dynamic, thinking of it as like a mother and child relationship. Because of course a mother would do that. Any mother would, or, you know, a lot of mothers would. I know mine did. My mom sacrificed a lot for me so that I could live my dreams in my, you know, teenage years and in my 20s. And I think that was some of the what hurt the most when I quit the industry, is I felt like I was disappointing her because I knew that my mom had sacrificed so much for me. And there was so much pressure on me. And I think it just honestly added to a lot of the anxiety and mental health stuff that I struggled with in my 20s, was that. But, you know, that was a pressure that I put on myself for sure, because I knew how much my mom had sacrificed for me. And so that deeply resonates with me in that way. That was beautiful. Oh my God. I'm glad I made that connection, because that makes a lot more sense with that framing. Wow. 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 Always an experience. And yes, oh my God, we're almost 2 hours for a 23-minute freaking album. Oops. I like to yap. Sorry. Not sorry. That was wild. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see the music videos for this. I know it's gonna be, I just can't wait, because I haven't seen any visuals from her. We've seen a few live things, obviously super excited to see the live stuff as well. And then to see the visuals. Apparently there's a music video for everyone. Like, let's do it. I want all of them. I want to see all of them. I'm excited about it. Which ones? What are my favorites just off the bat? I mean, there wasn't one that I didn't like. Humpty was freaking visual. Oh my God, it's like one of the least streamed ones. Okay, wow, I liked it. Strawberry Blonde was deeply upsetting to me and made me feel crazy and delusional, but you know, we love that. It's okay. Square was a same with Goodbye, My Danish Sweetheart. Such an interesting, like I said, I felt like I was in the other point of view. So it was so interesting to hear a song from that point of view. I Want You. Oh my God, Shame. Oh, that gave me so much anxiety. And the storytelling in Circle, like, come on. And then obviously these two that I listened to twice, obviously I like them as well. I don't know what else to say. Those are amazing. I can't wait to discover more with the visuals, because it always just makes more connections for me. So I'm excited about that. Let me know the songs that resonate with you guys. I really want to hear. Comment down below. I love you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and week. And I will see you for the next video, which will probably be music videos. I think we'll do music videos. Okay. Goodbye.